Hello, everybody. It's the Wish You Dead posse doing a little bit of a Christmas theme today. I'm here with my trusty sidekick, Trace. Hi, Trace.
Hello. And we've got our sunglasses off for this one, for the first video ever without sunglasses for us.
Yeah.
Right?
That just proves we're not blind.
That's right. And it's hard to see Christmas lights when you've got your sunglasses on.
We're not going to look at Christmas lights.
We're not going to see them right now. But it's fun to think about. And this is the season as we're heading into Christmas.
Yes.
I just wanted to do a quick video talking more with Dan, the author, about his multiple amounts of books and characters that are in them. And then also getting to know a little bit more about Dan, the man, not just the author.
I'm excited.
Finding out where inspiration in that came from, and pretty much everything in your life you incorporate into your books somehow. So I want to know how you celebrate Christmas, some of your favorite things about Christmas, and if any of that actually gets put into your books. So let's first start with what do you do for Christmas to celebrate?
Christmas has been low-key as of late. Not this Christmas, but next Christmas will be a big one, I can only assume. It's Danish, so we're Scandinavian, so we do a smorgasbord kind of thing, and it's a twofold thing. So this year is going to be primarily friends, and next year is friends and family, and next year is going to be a big one.
So you switch it back and forth.
Well, yeah, you know how everybody's lives become complicated and evolve.
Oh yeah.
So and when people get a little bit older, they get set in ways, and that just happens normally.
Okay, I'm glad you weren't looking at me when you were talking about getting older.
Yeah, well, I wasn't looking at you.
Not pointing fingers. Not pointing fingers.
Well, you're 17. So.
That's right. I'm just 17.
Yeah, your ID comes from your children at Christmas, don't it?
Well, I couldn't have children if I was only 17.
Why can't you?
Not a 13 or 14-year-old.
Okay.
Which is what I have. I have a 14-year-old, 11-year-old. And yeah, we love Christmas. The kids are really big into it. Christmas is such a great time of year. For the kids, we do the full presents under the tree. Santa comes to the house. And we have family over for Christmas Eve every year. We do the full shebang. Do a potluck, so everybody brings something. Everyone kind of brings their favorite recipes, so they can kind of share them with people they love. And then there's always lots of food left over for everybody.
Food. Everybody's about
food.
I have questions when it comes to Christmas.
Okay.
Someday I want to meet Mrs. Claus and ask her a couple of questions, like, does his beard tickle? Is that an appropriate thing to say?
No.
It's not?
No.
Well, then I'm going to say it twice.
If it's coming from you, it's probably
That's
not appropriate.
Right. And
we're just going to assume everything out of Dan's mouth, not appropriate.
That's right. Assume.
Just assume it.
Okay, so I go into these homes and I'm totally confused. I see a Christmas tree beside a picture of Jesus. Now, I understand that there's beliefs and there's this and then there's that. I just get confused sometimes. Would Jesus sit on Santa's knee?
Or would it be the other way around?
Yeah, it could be.
Would Santa sit on Jesus' knee?
That's a possibility. What would they ask for?
Right? I'd love to be in on that conversation between the two. See what they would say to each other.
I'd probably get a hold of Santa and ask him, hey, listen, we have a cancer drive coming up. Will you shave your head? Would you, Santa would be cool, completely shaven, head and all. And you like red. That's her favorite color, by the way.
That's my favorite color.
Favorite. Yeah, I like it was just favorite.
Well,
favorite.
I'm throwing that out because I'm still imagining you're shaving Santa.
I'll do it.
Santa.
I'm sure. Give me an Arby's coupon. I'd get that done now. Okay, let's carry on with Christmas because it's a festive time of year.
Fun, festive, bright lights, almost as bright as your shirt.
Almost as bright as my shirt.
Which looks like a light bulb, by the way. It's very bright.
I am a light bulb. You should know that. Well, you do know that, I hope, anyways.
Now, is there any Christmas themes in your books?
There is coming. I got some romance books that I want to complete sooner than later. And two of them have a lot of this theme in it. And and one of them's called Playing with a Broken Moon. It's on the Odin's Journey side, so it's not on the WYD Wish You Did side, so it's completely about romance. There's another one called The Taste, and they both happen at Christmas time. And in Playing with a Broken Moon, they've come to realize that there's something off at Christmas time. And it's because people treat each other just a little bit kinder. They're just a little bit nicer during that season than they are all year long. And to me, as a writer, I pick up on this person, that person, and I try to incorporate it in my writings. And I try to make you either decide to follow it or feel it. And if I leave it in a gap and you interpret it bigger than I wrote it, that's probably the best. But of course, Christmas is an important time of year. It's about family and friends getting together. It's about the eggnog and, I'll log onto the fire and the lights and so on and so forth. But to me, it's about the kids. And the smaller the children, the better. When you see a small child that is 1 or 2 years old, that's when Christmas is the best, because they've learned to walk. Their eyes are a little bit brighter, a little bit larger than they are during the year, so they get this and they walk around and they can't read. They don't know which present's for them. And
you just assume all of them are for them.
That's right.
If it's wrapped in under the tree.
That's right.
Or in a stocking. Yeah, that's such a great age when they start realizing that they just wake up in the morning and then there's presents for them.
You still get presents?
Usually that I buy for myself. Does that count? Does a present for me count?
Yeah, it counts.
And then the coal in my stocking, of course.
You get coal?
Yeah. Don't you?
No. I seem to get all the bills. They still keep coming.
Yeah, those keep coming. Those come in January. That's Januismus.
Januismus? Januismus.
You get all the bills in your mailbox.
Glad I don't have false teeth. I would have bit myself.
Januismus. And it's not Mary when you open.
It's not Mary?
When you open those bills, that's not Mary.
No.
Oh dear.
Okay, let's talk about some Christmas stories. So, we're up here in Canada where it's 90% of the time we've got snow, and everybody wants a little bit of snow at Christmas time. And half the time it's cold. So that's an important part of our upbringing is the cold or the tobogganing, the skating.
Yeah, we definitely get snow for Christmas. That's one thing that's pretty much guaranteed. Tobogganing. Love tobogganing. Snowball fights.
Hockey games. I love hockey. That's part of who I am. That's okay.
On an open air rink.
On an open air rink.
Open air rink. Yeah, well, and then just skating as well. It doesn't have to be hockey playing, but just...
No, it doesn't.
Snowmen, building snowmen.
That's another book that's coming out, is I have a book about sensuality in hockey, and it's in your quotations. I don't even know what I wrote about it.
I said snowman and you said sensuality and hockey.
Well, yeah.
You could have a hockey playing snowman.
Oh,
put a jersey.
Now we're going to where my personal life has been a little bit cold. Is that where we're going?
No, don't go there.
I don't call my ex-wife Frosty. I don't do that.
I think he just did.
Frosty? There's a little bit of difference between frosty and frigid, you know that. Anyways, Christmas.
I know it, but not as well as you. Wah, wah.
Yeah. Yes, let's carry on this Christmas theme.
Okay, so back to hockey.
Hockey.
Okay,
you've got kids that play hockey.
I do. Yeah, and so I'm officially a hockey mom out on the ice rinks. Well, I'm not on the ice rinks, they're on the ice rinks, but out there with my coffee in hand and a nice warm blanket if I'm lucky, cheering them on.
Chances are there's Baileys involved.
Chances are.
This is Canada.
Just gonna guess.
This is Edmonton.
Pretty good chance.
So, she goes to a lot of these Christmas concerts, and I've been to a bucket of them this year. I gotta tell you my Christmas story. You know that little town that's just outside of town where the snow falls perfectly, the lights are perfect? Boulevards are perfect.
I don't know that town.
Well, I don't know that town. A little while ago, I went to a Christmas concert. And you know you're in trouble when you drive into a town and the only store on Main Street is a dollar store, and beside is attached is a music store. And in the window it says, banjo lessons, amplifiers on sale. That should be kind of a hint that you don't turn in. But I did. I went to a Christmas concert in a church, and that's cool. And I knew the second I got in there, it was one of those episodes where, go to a small town and the mayor and his wife are brother and sister. That's this one. I'm sitting beside a guy who's 14 years old, 15 years old, and he's got Velcro shoes. So I took my time to leave. That's not true. There was an intermission at this Christmas concert, and they gave you a piece of fudge. It might as well have been polyfilla with food coloring. And they expect you to eat it, and they're watching you, and I'm a stranger from out of town. I'm a writer. I got to eat this polyfilla. At that time, I thought I had it made, but I didn't. But I got out alive. Sounds of banjos in the background. I got out alive. Now, Trace, where are we going from there? Because we got now banjos at Christmas.
I'm still trying to figure out how your music store ended up in a church in the perfect small town next to a dollar store. I'm linking it together.
Well, you get invited to do these things, you go. And I did it because I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Now, there's a topic. Let's talk about something that Christmas is related to, and it's about love and romance and charity and all those other things that go with it. So why don't we link something? I don't care what it is. Let's put either romance, love. Okay, I don't want to put sex in with this episode.
No.
Not at all. But love and romance are important. And I'm going to tell you why. This is for you girls out here first, and then the second part's for the guys. Here, girls, I want you, while your husband's on his way home, phone and ask him, say, honey, can you stop by and grab me a pair of running shoes? And just hang up after he says yes. Because he's going to ask that question. What size are you? What color do you want? That means he's not into you. If he doesn't know your shoe size or what you're into, guess what? He's not there. Now, I don't want you to go and divorce him over this, but it's important that you know your shoes, man. That's very, very important. When it comes to romance, there is so many guys out there who've got the short game figured out. That's how to get some. That's not important. That is so far from being important. It's about romance. It's about finding that woman and deal with her, that woman. And if she takes your breath away or makes your heart skip a beat, that's what you want. It's those little moments that you need to create, because she's different than you are, and we got different software. Trust me, different hardware as well. You gotta capture those moments. I'm gonna go do a whole episode for you guys to figure out how to catch those moments and hang on to them, because that's what she wants. She wants a romantic, a very spontaneous, funny guy. She wants it.
And for her man to know her shoe size.
And her shoe size. That's important. That's important. Don't do what I did when I was first started dating. My girlfriend at the time said, can you buy me this? And I said yes. And I said, okay. And it was a dress. So when you're first dating, a woman's going to give you her height, and she's going to lie about that. If she's 5'3", she'll say she's 5'4". She will. That's the way it is. And if she says
Did I mention I was 5'4"?
Yeah, you're 5'4". And I think she's 5'4". I'm almost a foot taller than her. And the second part is, I went to the dress store and I gave the height and I gave the weight that she gave me to buy this dress. Well, guess what? It didn't fit. And she did not want to tell me it didn't fit. she said 127 pounds, and she said 5'6". So when I went to buy the dress, I said, I don't know her size. She didn't give it to me. She didn't want to give it to me. She said she's 5'6". And so I got this dress, and apparently guys don't buy dresses. You buy the shoes.
No.
They're important because, Trace, I could buy her a pair of red shoes. I don't know what size her feet are yet, but I'm sure her husband does. He better.
Lingerie is another one. Don't buy that unless you know her size, because if you buy a pair that's too big, and if you buy a pair that's too tight, it's just not going to go good either way. And the chances of getting lingerie that fits perfectly is a tough one.
No, it's not.
Don't.
Just go through her drawer. I did that twice now. I just took her underwear right to the store. I need another pair.
No, you did not.
I sure did.
Dan.
Yeah.
You went through her underwear drawer.
Well, I wanted to be romantic. That time was coming. So I do all the laundry. Wherever I go, I do all the laundry. So back then, I put them away. So instead of just putting them away, they just skipped that part. I washed them, and I took them down to the store to get some more, and it actually worked just fine.
And he writes books with romance.
I sure do. I capture women for the most part and empower them in my novels, because a lot of those guys out there, face it, they're boring. Damn boring. I want to have a woman that is borderline out of control. It's borderline. Well, most women are borderline.
You go through their underwear drawer. A lot of women will be.
Yeah, but she didn't know. She didn't know.
Or take their underwear to the store.
I took it to the store. Well, she was gone. I had lots of time. It's not a trick of the trade. It's just what I did. So, and another thing is, if she's 5'4", and Trace says she's 5'4", don't put things at 5'9" for her to grab and look at.
That's right. I don't see stuff at 5'9".
Yes.
Even anything over about 5'5" is like invisible to me.
Another thing is, if he gets in the car, this is what you got to figure. He gets in the car, just stare him down. Don't look him in the eyes. And if he goes over and turns your heated seats on before his, then you know he cares. So if it's hot out and he turns your air conditioning seats on before his, he's thinking of you before he thinks of himself. That is what.
That is nice. Or if he knows your order for like coffee.
Right.
Or at a restaurant. If he knows that you like extra pickles and
which you do.
Onion.
I do onion, and you do
and
mustard.
Mine was mustard.
And bacon. She's a bacon freak.
I love bacon. Yeah. It's just so good. It turns everything into better tasting food.
Yes.
No matter, you can put it on desserts because that's sweet and salty.
Yeah, I got an email from a pig yesterday morning. Take her out.
Yeah, the pigs are against me.
Oh, they're really against me.
I know. Although I do like turkey bacon.
Turkey.
I do like turkey bacon. Sorry, turkeys.
Sorry, ostriches. So
I don't think there's an ostrich bacon. Not that I've tried.
Make a lot of bacon.
That would be. That's actually not a bad idea.
There you go, Will Ferrell. See if you can make some ostrich bacon. That's a little pig, by the way. Back to Christmas, because we're missing the Christmas theme here on.
That's right. We've just gone a whole new tangent. We've thrown Will Ferrell in there. Bacon, although bacon is great at Christmas. If you've ever cooked a turkey with strips of bacon on it while it's cooking, and then the turkey cooks in the bacon grease, so good. And then you can eat the bacon, or you can crumble it up and put it in your stuffing. I mean, there's just no end.
Now,
to the bacon deliciousness.
What she's not telling you, and she's kind of leading you astray, is if you watch the first episode and you know Trace, you know that she's asked me to build a recipe book. So
he's got so many books, and he loves to cook. So
I'm writing 30 novels, and I gotta stop to do a recipe.
There's got to be a whole chapter on bacon, right?
Yeah, there's going to be a chapter on bacon.
Yum.
I'm going to take the derivatives of my favorite recipes and chuck them with some favorites and give them a little bit of a twist, and go from there. So that's coming out, but that's under Odin's Journey. So I think that'll be an Odin's Journey recipe book.
Now, diets have gone a lot to plant-based foods, so getting away from the meat, like the meatless burger, meatless bacon, those kind of things. Are you going to have any of the meatless
eat
food
all my
categories
food.
in it?
No, eat all my food and all my recipes and take an X-Lax. Solves all the problem. We went back to this weight loss challenge I was involved in. So I won one years ago. I lost 46 pounds in 42 days. And it's just about little tiny things. Maybe what I should do, thinking about it now, is putting maybe some exercise tips or something in the back of the recipe book.
That would be a great idea.
There you go.
Especially around Christmas.
That's right.
Everyone can use exercise tips and weight loss ideas because the treats for Christmas run rampant.
Yeah, it's not all about the X-Lax. It's about other things. You got to do the whole thing. So
it's not about the X-Lax.
And don't shut.
That should be on your Christmas card this year.
Not about the X-Lax?
It's not about the X-Lax.
Okay.
That's Dan's Christmas card going out.
Is it?
Yeah.
My Christmas card. No stool softener. Ain't in the game plan.
Along with your book on romantic tips, how to go through her underwear drawer to find the right pair of underwear to take into the store with you.
That's another topic we got to go with, and that is Christmas romance. Now, you already know I've got one novel, Dancing in the Kitchen, which was slated to come out, and that's about, what about dancing in the kitchen? What's wrong with that? That is important to me. Guys, get off your backsides, man. Create the romance. Create the moments. Take a little piece of tape and put it on the countertop where you had your first kiss. Take another piece of tape and put it in the location or in your heart of where you said, I love you for the first time. If you can't remember it, ask her. She'll give you directions to the couch. She will.
Yep.
So.
Or to the curb.
To the curb, yes.
Directions to the curb. If
curb.
It goes the other way.
Now, we'd love to hear all your comments. We're going to do more and more as time goes on. And
he's got more books. We've got more videos.
A few more ideas.
More Christmases coming up. Just
more
no
bad
end.
Jokes.
Yeah, so if there's somewhere below this video to send your thoughts and suggestions, how do you celebrate Christmas? What are your favorite things? Do you have some romantic tips as well to share? Throw those all in there. Apparently X-Lax comments for Dan.
Just call them stool softeners.
Open to those.
You can just hashtag it SS. That way people don't think you don't think.
But direct them to Dan. He'll take those ones.
Yeah, I'll take all the crap. So you can sign up for updates. They're building OdinsJourney.com soon. That's for my novels on children's novels, and there's one there that's, well, they're all children's novels on that side of the coin. That's Kissing Cow Ranch is about a girl with MS. Don't Bring Me Down is about a little boy with Down syndrome. Benjamin Floosby, and a bunch more. I'll keep on plugging. I'll keep on doing what I need to do. Tracy's going to do what she does every day. She flies in a helicopter and tells everybody below through the radio station, don't go here.
Doing traffic reports on the radio station.
Just like my ex-wife used to do, but I was on the radio station.
She tells you where to go, but
Yeah.
not over the radio station.
Just like a teenager. They turn 12 and they tell you where to go, just like a GPS. So, Christmas tips. Christmas tips from me, first of all. Try to put your troubles in a bag and leave it somewhere, just for a little while. And that kindness that you seem to share for 20 days, try to carry it a little bit longer. Try not to crash.
Yeah, don't crash while you're driving.
So I'm stationary, so this is the best time to talk. And look for it. I'm not looking at the camera. Not at all.
Yeah, you drive, I'll look at the camera.
You keep talking while I do this, and I'll give you those
The camera.
tips.
Yeah, we're just going to hear Dan's tips.
Come on, bring it on. Tell me more. What's your tips?
For which part?
Christmas.
Romance, Christmas.
You're married.
Spend time with family.
You're
time
married.
with
You
loved
got no
ones.
romantic tips.
I have nothing. Things are falling off your car. I have no romantic tips.
Well, she does.
I don't.
So, back for tips for Christmas. I already said bag those thoughts that you don't have.
You said get to know her shoe size.
Get to know her shoe size. Steal her underwear.
Okay, this is another book for you.
Put it back.
This is a romance book that Dan is writing right now.
Yeah.
We're seeing the beginnings of it. I have
Right.
no romance tips to throw in there,
Yes, you do.
so it's all on you.
I'm going to ask your husband. Or I'm going to work with him.
I'm too romantic. I'm way too romantic. I had anniversary for every milestone that we had. First kiss, first trip away, first dinner, I had anniversaries for everything. And so when he proposed, he said, okay, but it comes with a condition. You can only have one anniversary now.
No, hang on a second.
So I had to pick the date of which one it was going to be.
This is important.
The date of when we got engaged.
No,
the
this
date
is
of when we got married.
really important. I like that. Problem is with you guys in your relationships, you girls too, is you don't negotiate. Before you get into waters that you can't swim in, it's important to negotiate. In other words, put out the parameters of what you want in a relationship, because a relationship will fall apart with unmet expectations. Doesn't matter, finances, kids, travel, family, mother-in-law. Those are the reasons. Mm-hmm. So if you meet your expectations, that's because that you did the negotiations in the beginning. This is what I want. This is what I'm going to get. So with me, it's simple. Just don't put the bar too high, and then you're in good shape.
I like that one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's better than rifling through an underpant drawer.
Well, you got to do them together.
No.
Well, if the problem that a girl and a guy have is you don't want to ask certain questions. It's just like I went through with the dress size. You go and buy something and doesn't fit, and you're either one way. You can't win.
You can't win.
If it's
too
perfect,
big,
there's the only way you can win.
She'll be like, "Do you think that I weigh
wow,
this much?
Yes.
How big do you think I am?" And then if it's too tight.
And another thing, you don't want to shop for a dress at Alberta Tantanotic. That's probably the wrong place to look.
No.
Okay?
No.
I think they're closed over Christmas, so you're kind of screwed there. And these Christmas songs.
And then the neck holes are never big enough on the
yes,
Tantanotic
that's right.
for me.
That's right. Yeah, and the other thing is never, ever ask her weight. If she gives it to you, it's because she gives it to you. Mine was because we were going in a small aircraft, and the pilot had to record what we had for weight. Mm-hmm. And I said what I weighed, which was 210 pounds, and she had to say what she weighed. And that just... She had to swallow it. And so that's how I found out that.
Yeah, don't ask the weight.
So it didn't.
You never ask a lady her weight.
Right. Never ask. She volunteers, and she should be a fireman. That's because there's a fire coming. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah. You'd want as much body armor on you as possible if you ask any woman her weight.
All the white strips you wear in the world ain't going to cut it when you do that. Mm-mm. No smile. That's not going to work.
No.
Okay, so music. What do you play at Christmas?
I love Christmas music starting right on November 12th all the way through to about June. I listen to Christmas music. I love it. I don't get tired of it. I can listen to it all season and then some.
I listen to it, and it's one of those things that becomes a little bit too much, especially when I play Jingle Balls 40 times in a row.
Okay, I don't think I would like listening to it.
The Jingle Balls? No Jingle Balls.
No Jingle Balls.
No Jingle Balls. So we're going to sign...
None of the Christmas songs 40 times in a row.
None of them.
No, you got to mix them up. Jumble them up.
Jingle them up.
Jingle them up.
Jingle up your songs.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to sign out now. This is author Dan.
I'm Tracy Gray, literally along for the ride.
In the front seat.
In the front seat.
We've talked about the trunk before.
Yeah.
We do have cables that'll reach just a...
I'm not riding in the trunk.
No.
Although I have a feeling that's going to be in one of his books.
It is. There it is. And duct tape. There'll be a whole segment on duct tape.
Although that is very good for like a Christmas tree falling apart or
relationships.
Decorations, hanging them up.
Oh, relationships.
Not good for a romance.
When she says, honey, can you fix the car, and you got duct tape.
Fix your car with duct tape. Do you?
No, but it was a thought that crossed my mind. And that's what I'm going to do here, is tell you my thoughts.
All right, so that's his advice on car tips, romance, and Christmas.
And duct tape. So, for the Wish You Dead posse, we'll see you later.
Have a good Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Or Kwanzaa, or Diwali, whatever you celebrate. I hope it's a good one.
Bye for now.